It's pretty shocking to know that there are thousands of kids right here in the valley who are homeless, and living in those conditions, medical care is essential. But the truth is, many of these teens never see a doctor. Phoenix Children's Hospital set out to change that with a unique approach. As ABC 15's Stephanie Hockridge shows us, it's the idea of a few doctors who wanted to focus on caring for the valley's forgotten children.
I was drinking alcohol one night, kind of got out of control. My parents really didn't know how to deal with that.
Brittany Marshall was young, just 18 years old, and naive to the wicked ways of the world.
Scary. It's not something that you see on TV a lot, the realness of being homeless. And I just kept saying, you know what, I'm gonna get out of this. Something has to be better than this.
They were heading over to drop-in facility for teens living on the streets. There's a lot of barriers that keep some children from getting what we would consider just basic medical care. It was fantastic to know that there was an organization out there that helped fill in that gap.
That organization, a mobile medical clinic that fits inside this 38-foot unit on wheels.
Is this for something new or a follow-up?
It was designed for Brittany and the tens of thousands of kids who live on Valley streets.
All right, Brittany, you know the routine.
Thanks. Come on up, Brittany. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Today's visit,
Take a deep breath.
just a routine checkup. With only 200 square feet, the Crews'n Healthmobile makes the most of its limited space.
We have kind of the doctor's lounge here.
It has 3 exam rooms, the latest medical equipment,
We have places to draw blood, to check their vitals.
I'm going to take your temperature.
and a staff of nurses and doctors who have access to a full range of non-narcotic prescriptions on board. For patients like Brittany, everything is free.
They actually found out I had type 2 diabetes, and I didn't know that.
And it's not just Brittany's life they're saving. Other patients, victims of human trafficking, rape.
We've seen people literally walk on board and we know they're in septic shock, so they're literally dying before your very eyes.
When you're homeless, there's not a whole lot of options out there, but the clinics and even those have like co-pays.
When you don't take care of some of the problems that we see, they end up in the emergency room. There's a lot of dollars that are being wasted. We've seen you since about 2010, right?
Yeah.
I was looking through and I think there's 22 or 23 visits.
They helped get her sober.
Your heart rate is a good rate.
But this is about more than just medicine.
Okay. You feel like you're home, like there's somebody there for you. It's almost like you get a mental hug when you leave.
You just treat them with dignity, respect, and then all of a sudden that little smile appears, or there's a little bit of hope and they believe that they can actually do something.
Validation and concern for kids who only know a world full of disappointment.
And so many people that should have cared about them didn't care about them.
Until now. Stephanie Hockridge, ABC 15 News.
By the end of the year, doctors expect to reach 10,000 appointments in the Crews'n Healthmobile. As for Brittany, since she's been sober, she's back at school and plans to graduate in May. And she says it's all thanks to the doctors on board the Crews'n Healthmobile.